What is up, everyone? David here with Delicato Media for the inaugural episode of Do You Even Watch Those? The physical media show where a physical media collector, myself, goes through his collection to prove that I do watch everything that I buy. Today we're going to be talking about the Kino Lorber release on Blu-ray of Gambit, directed by Ronald Neame, starring Shirley MacLaine and Michael Caine. This film was a blast for me. I'm going to talk a little bit about the release itself, what comes with it, the quality of the transfer, and special features and such, and whether or not I'm going to be keeping it in my collection. Because part of this show is to determine if everything that's in my collection fits in with my film diet, right, or what I like to watch. So, starting off with the thoughts on the film, I really enjoyed this movie, and it's going to be kind of a similar in tone and nature to another film that I'm going to talk about next episode, which you might be able to catch an Easter egg for. And this film does a great job of really flipping the audience's expectation. I don't want to give too much away because I think this film plays one really long joke, and that's the whole point of it. And essentially, the film follows Michael Caine and his accomplice, who are these art thieves, and they're trying to steal a statue, a bust from a billionaire, or like the richest man in the world, right? And they find Shirley MacLaine in like a dancing bar in, I believe, in Hong Kong, and they hire her because she looks like the rich guy's late wife. And so the idea is to leverage the billionaire's potential fascination with the fact that Shirley MacLaine looks so much like his late wife and use that to distract him so that they can get in and get the bust, right? And so Michael Caine has a great plan, this idea that he's derived that is going to work perfectly, right? And essentially, it doesn't go exactly as planned. And that's all I kind of want to say about the film because, like I said, it plays a really, really long joke. And I think if you go into it blind, it's going to be a lot better of an experience for you. And because of what it does and the way it's structured, it kind of lends itself to being a very rewatchable movie. And I really enjoy the fact that this film, despite its age, I believe this film was released in 1966. So this film feels fresh and sharp even today. And I had a great time watching it. So if you're into kind of these heist movies that kind of have a little bit of mixed with comedy and a little bit of romance, but I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a great watch. Going on to the transfer of the film, I thought this, despite being a Blu-ray, it looked phenomenal, right? So it's not 4K, but on Blu-ray, this looked great. There was a lot of detail, a lot of definition. The faces were all clear. There were a couple moments where it felt really, really grainy, but I think that's just kind of, it's just kind of a result of the fact that the film was made when it was made and made with the materials that it was made with. So it's a great presentation, and I thought it looked phenomenal. The sound was really great as well. I thought everything was really clear and defined. I did watch it with subtitles just because I have a problem with accents sometimes, and there are a lot of accents in this movie. And so overall, it was a great time. The visuals were great. The sound was great. Everything about the actual presentation of the film was great. Moving on to what is included with this package right here. I got this one, I believe, a year ago or so in one of the Kino Lorber sales. And I just bought it because I was kind of on a Michael Caine kick. I really wanted to collect all his movies, and Kino Lorber has a lot of his movies in the collection. And so I got this one, and luckily enough, I got it with a slipcover, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. This is really clean art. And so the slipcover here, we have the case itself under it, and it's the same cover art, but there is some reversible cover art. I'm going to do some editing magic and switch over. And this is the reversible cover art, which I actually like a lot more than the green one. I just think this looks really cool, and I think there's a use of blue, and blue is my favorite color. Blue, white, and red is a combination that I never get tired of, right? So great stuff here. As far as special features, there's audio commentary with director Ronald Neame, an audio commentary with film historians Howard S. Berger, Sergio Mins, and Nathaniel Thompson, and a theatrical trailer. So not really any extras or behind the scenes stuff, but for what you're getting here, which is a great transfer, a great film, a lot of fun. It's cool to have those commentaries on there. Sure, I would have liked to have maybe some behind the scenes on, or some interviews with, say, Michael Caine or Shirley MacLaine. Um, I'm not sure when this release was put out by Kino Lorber, but I thought this was a great presentation, a great film, a lot of fun. You guys should go check it out. I believe I picked this up on a Kino Lorber sale for like $8 or $10 on one of the Kino Lorber sales. So I would say probably wait for one of those sales to get anything Kino Lorber, even their 4Ks. Unless you really, really need the slipcover, then go ahead and buy a day one. But since this one has been out for a while, I would say just wait for a sale. I'm not sure if the slipcovers are still available. They usually show them in the picture if you're going to get one. So great, like I said, great presentation, great film. Definitely going to be staying in my collection. And it pairs very well as a double feature with my next pick for the next video, which I'll give you a little tease here. If you're able to catch it here in the background, it is Charade. So I'll be talking about Charade next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe. I'm just getting started out on YouTube here. I, have been inspired by a lot of the physical media creators that I've watched throughout my last couple of years of collecting, and so it's something that I kind of wanted to get into, and I really appreciate any support you guys can give. Thank you so much. As always, the website and blog is linked down below, so if you haven't had a chance, go and check that out. We also have a podcast where we review new films in theaters, and I'm working on another show called French Fries, which is kind of a recap of all films in the release of a new franchise film. So looking forward to the month of June. We got a lot of IP movies coming out, so I'll be definitely doing an episode on the first Spider-Verse film, the Indiana Jones films, maybe some Transformers. I know there's a lot of them, so I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of them. But it's going to be a lot of great stuff, a great summer movie season ahead, and hopefully this YouTube thing works out and we can keep making videos and engage with the community a little bit more, because this is something that I truly appreciate and love, and just the community that I've seen from the other creators has meant a lot to me over the past couple of years, and this is my way of somewhat contributing to that conversation. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys can check out all the other stuff that I'm involved in. It'll be all linked down below, and have a great rest of your day and keep watching movies.